My name is Michael Kerner, and you're watching Disney Channel.
We're here today with my friend, Michael Kerner. I don't know why I'm shaking his hand.
We're shaking hands now.
Yeah.
We met on Omegle.
What's your resume?
What do you mean?
The last gig was CDC at Pasta Bar.
Last gig was CDC at Pasta Bar. Before that, just a line cook at SingleThread Farms, and then sous chef at Cali.
And then culinary school before that.
Culinary school before that.
So he brought me into Pasta Bar for a little bit to stage there. That was fun. While he was at CDC there. It's been a long time coming, but we're like, we should make some recipe videos together. So we're gonna make 2 pastas today. One of them is
cacio pepe with some
elevated
black truffles.
And then the second pasta is classic gnocchi, but mushroom espuma.
Little mushroom and potato espuma and some caviar. Thanks, Petrosian.
I hope that you guys get some, I guess, advice on techniques from a cook who's been in the Michelin restaurant game for a total of how many years?
6.
6 years in Michelin restaurants. Would you recommend people working in fine dining?
Yes. Yeah, it's a great experience. Working in fine dining is really cool. It's just very intense. I definitely recommend it if you've got that intensity and that drive, but it's not for everybody.
I'm struggling.
Time to break H-Woo's dough hook.
Oh.
We're making spaghetti dough.
Stand mixer, if you're lazy, which we are.
Step 1, double O flour, 500 grams.
You can use regular APF if you don't have.
Semolina, 150 grams.
You're good on camera.
Thanks.
Well, you're like natural. Like you already know what to say.
All right, we're gonna give it a little stir. Fucking up flour all over this. So you're gonna make a little well, just as if you were making pasta by hand. And then we're gonna throw in our eggies, 5 eggs and 1 egg yolk, right in the middle of that well. Feel like whatever I think is good. Lock that bad boy in. Is that in?
There we go. That's it.
We're actually gonna get a little bit of water, just in case we need to adjust the hydration.
Is there a touch you're feeling for?
Yeah, we want it to be kind of elastic and bouncy. If you add too much water, it becomes a nightmare. So you want to underhydrate it and then very lightly add more water when you're going. Make it a pasta. It's one of those things where
Why'd you add water?
it just looks a little bit dry. So I'm just adding a few drops of water every once in a while to see if it'll just kind of come together. That's why I'm kind of just staring at it over and over again. Besides my ADHD, just getting mesmerized by the pasta dough. The hook is kind of released from the dough. That's a good sign. That means it's getting less sticky. And that's going to start building bigger clumps of dough here soon. Honestly, at this point, you might really consider finishing it by hand. The dough is kind of like all over the place right now, but soon it will be nice and even. So we're just rocking back and forth, and as we push forward, pushing in with our thumb, and then pulling back and over. And then we're rotating the dough slowly to the right as we do that. And that is making our nice little circle of dough. And then as far as that snappiness, it kind of bounces back a little bit. It's impressive.
Yeah.
And that's the gluten that we developed by mixing it.
Let it rest for half an hour?
Yep, just about a half an hour. And they took us there. And now we're gonna portion it.
Yep.
And we're just gonna flatten these out so they'll go through the pasta roller. Depends on the machine too. Yeah, semolina just so it doesn't stick together, and then we'll bundle it on up.
Just for now. Go for it. Ooh, yeah.
The truffles are here.
Yo. Oh my god, it smells so
Gnocchi,
crazy in here.
if you need.
How much do you sell in a week? Like, how many ounces do you sell a week?
Pound? Maybe 100 pound?
100 pounds in a week?
Yeah. Yeah, because we sell an average of 8 to 10 pound a day.
Oh my god.
They're like 50, 60 kilos.
And then how much per ounce?
Those are $50 an ounce.
Okay.
Should give this one. This one's big.
That one.
Yeah, I think this one's our guy.
Okay.
And then we do.
Okay, so truffle first. A quarter of a wheel.
Quarter of a wheel.
Oh my god.
Because it's cut this way and
Yeah.
this way.
Alright, the truffle butter.
We got the truffle!
You got everything, no?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy.
Most expensive truck in LA.
I might. Thank you! Thank you, my friend! See you soon!
Cheese.
Parmigiano!
Cheese. Cheese.
Honestly, everyone, good ingredients over everything.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's, Shaq knows what's up.
Oh, what is this whisk?
Flat whisk, the best whisk ever.
Sick.
And it's gonna let me dig at the bottom of this bowl and really emulsify that cheese into that water.
Where do you get this whisk?
Amazon, baby. We're gonna go 3 grams of freshly cracked roasted black pepper
And then just enough water to.
to mix everything together.
Yeah. Yeah. Too much cheese. This looks like 2 portions.
We've got a slurry. So what this slurry did is it basically is gonna help us pre-break down that Parmesan. So that way when we get it in the pan with the pasta, we can melt it all the way together.
Butter.
Butter. Cacio pepe. Is it okay? Is it not okay? What do we think?
I've never, to be honest, but it tastes good.
It does taste good. And I will say that a lot of people in the culinary world are gonna cheat and use products like this. And it may not be the most authentic thing in the world, but it helps us create a very velvety texture with our cacio pepe.
I think like almost every pasta.
Yeah.
Like not just cacio pepe. You can do any pasta, just a couple knobs of butter at the end.
There's weird little hacks. Another one is cream cheese and risotto.
Oh.
Or mascarpone. Is it authentic or is it the best product it can be? Or is the authentic one the best product that it can be? And that's sometimes just a mind-blowing thing that you have to explore as a chef to get the end result that you want.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just food, and making it yummy is what's most important.
Yeah.
Controversial.
That's And this will be about 2 portions, I would say. Wow. I'm just pulling it together. Yeah, I need more cheese. Yeah, fucking just start going.
We like cheese.
Cheese.
So good.
Yeah. Oh my god. Buon appetito. Granted, like, it gets a bit cold as we're taking pictures of it.
It's so good. So good.
It's actually ridiculous. I'll be honest, I think the butter's really good with it.
The butter makes it so much creamier and velvety.
Any critiques?
No.
That's a classic.
If you got Parmesan and butter
Pepper.
and pepper and pasta in your fridge, you can make one hell of a date night. Yeah.
If you want to reheat your pasta, you put a little bit more pasta water in. I blast it on a high heat, mix it really fast for like 30 seconds, and then it kind of brings it back to life.
Yukon Gold potatoes.
Why?
A little bit less starchy than your standard russet potato. Makes for a more pillowy gnocchi experience.
So the next component of the dish is the espuma.
Espuma is basically, translates from Spanish to foam.
Imagine, like you said, the lightest mashed potatoes you ever have, and it's gonna be flavored with mushrooms, aromatics. The essential thing you need is the charger.
We need
Yeah. You need to have one of these. If you don't have it, then sorry, I don't know how else. How else did you make this? You can't. No.
just a little rough chop.
Very nice.
Hot potato.
Yeah, I don't think.
Blend.
Strain it to get rid of any coarser pieces of potato and mushroom.
Just like you would shake your baby.
Ooh.
100 grams of flour.
1 egg and 1 yolk.
And we're gonna chop and fold. We don't wanna knead the flour and the potato together and over mix it.
When would you know to add more flour?
If it's not coming together and holding a shape.
Okay.
So you might see people making gnocchi online and they'll roll it out into long strips and then cut them. Now, when I make my gnocchi, I want them to be as light and fluffy as possible, so we do not want to over manipulate that dough. Very common kitchen tool everybody has. It's just gonna be a teaspoon. Just pinch off a little nugget and roll it into a ball. And just gently roll them on that board. Oyster mushrooms!
Why do you tear?
I just think it looks nice.
I think it looks nice too. It looks like a lot, but it's gonna condense. All the water's gonna evaporate. saute them in butter until they're browned and
A little bit crispy.
wow. You know that account Rate My Child? Submitted.
We do not need this many chives.
Holy. You know what it looks like?
What?
A Pokeball. This looks crazy.
How could anything with caviar suck?
That's good. That was just so good.
It's a good dish.
Good job, chef.
Me too.
Again, my lactose intolerance. We have a horrible time tonight.
I don't care. I guess advice for a home cook.
My advice would be to read lots of books, try stuff, and be willing to fail. I think that too many people don't try things because they're not willing to make mistakes and mess up along the way. I think that's important. Favorite cookbooks. One of my favorite cookbooks of all time is called Ma Gastronomie. I really like it because there's no actual recipes. So it really forces you to cook intuitively and understand that things are gonna vary.
Huh.
I mean, the classics like the Chez Panisse cookbook is a classic. Alice Waters and Jeremiah Tower. Ma Gastronomie!
Okay, I'll put it somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know.
put it somewhere. It's rare.
Wait, it's rare?
Yeah, it's a rare cookbook. Oh, it's hard to get your hands on. But you can find it.
Yeah. Anything else?
No. Thanks to H.W.
Thanks
He's
to
the
Mike.
man.
Peace out. Like and subscribe. All right, bye-bye.